Amazing Wednesday. So, guys, today I want to talk to you about 5 things you need to do, regardless as to who wins the election. I know a lot of people had high anxiety. We still really don't know who won. But like I was telling my mentees last night, um, while it's great for you to be involved in politics, while it's great for you to be on top of things like that, at the end of the day, there are certain things that you need to do in your life and in your business, regardless as to who wins. And we're going to talk about that. And one of those things is that you need to be on top of the money you need to grow your business, right? And tonight at 8 p.m., I moved it to tonight at 8 p.m. We're going to have a webinar to talk about the startup capital that is available in your business. Make sure you go to www dot www.blackgirlprofits.com. Good morning, Shonda, and download the 20 grants so that you can be ready for tonight's webinar. You're going to get a special invitation when you go to that site. So let's talk about that. Regardless as to who is in the Oval Office, you got to make sure that your money is lined up for success. You got to make sure that and I don't want to trivialize the matters, right? So let's talk about healthcare. And the word says money answers all things. Okay? So let's talk about that. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Margaret. It said money answers all things. Some of the things that you're stressed about, if you would go out and build your business bigger and make more money, they wouldn't be such a stressor for you. We got to stop blaming who is in the White House for some of our problems. I'm not giving them credit, but you got to realize that people at that level, they don't live like we live. They didn't grow up like we grew up. The mass majority of them grew up with money. So some of the problems you have is not the problems they have. And quit aligning yourself with that political foolishness. So here's 5 things you need to do in your business. I don't care who is in office. Number one, you need a freaking strategy for your business. Stop running your business by the seat of your pants. Stop guessing what works. Stop following everybody else and doing what they're doing, even if it doesn't make sense for your industry or your line of business. You need a freaking professional plan for your business. You need it written down, A through Z. What am I going to do to get this bread? Somebody say amen. And I know it's not what you want to hear, but if you've never built a profitable business, how are you just going to guess your way to profits? You're not. You're not. And that's why startup capital is so hugely important, is because you can't keep saying, I don't have the money for. You got to go find the money for. You got to go get the revenue for. You got to have a strategy. And strategy in your business is ongoing. One business coaching class does not an expert make, because this market is always changing. Social media is always changing. The market is always changing. The economy is always changing. The culture is always changing. And if you don't know how to keep up, that's why your money is not keeping up. So you need a strategy. Stop guessing how to build a business. I know it's a hard word. I know it's difficult. I'm not saying that because I'm a business coach. I invest in strategy. That is single-handedly, outside of the good Lord himself, the thing that makes my business grow is because I go hire experts and I bring them in to look at my business and tell me from an unbiased, professional perspective, what do I need to do to grow my business? When is the last time you got anybody to look at your business and say, these are the things you need to do better? You're guessing. And so you're wasting money on a website that doesn't make money. You're wasting money on team members and you don't know what to tell them to do. You're wasting money on products and you really don't know what to be selling. You're wasting money and you're wasting time. I don't care who wins the election. It's some things I'm going to do in my life to make sure me and my family are taken care of because either one of those candidates, they're going to take care of their family. And you can rip and run to the polls and vote for whoever you want to vote for. That doesn't mean they're going to take care of you and your family. It is your job to take care of you and your family, period. So if you don't already have a strategy for your business, go to www.blackgirlprofits.com and schedule a strategy call and then show up and then do the things that I tell you to do in the strategy call. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. So regardless as to who is in that office, you need to have your own strategy. Number two, you've got to have a team, guys. Time management. I had a session last night where I was asking my volunteers, what do they struggle with the most? And by far, it was the time they need to make money. It was the time they need to make money. And so, how do you manage your time better? You can't make two of you. You've got to hire a team. One of the number one things that they asked you when you apply for these grants and this startup capital, these sponsorships, they asked you who is on your team. What do you need the money for? A lot of you need this money for payroll. How many of you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that you need a team? Say me. If you work a job, you need a team. You need somebody who's working your business while you're at work. If you have multiple streams of income, you need a team. You need somebody who's doing what you can't do while you're working the other stream of income. You can know that day of being a solopreneur, you won't be a millionaire without a team. You won't make $1 million without a team. You'll be doing good if you make 6 figures without a team. And that is the honest truth. And these are the things that nobody is telling you. Nobody's telling you, thank you, Don, for sharing, that you need to go get help. Thanks, D. Morris, for sharing. Nobody's telling you that you need to invest in strategy. You think this stuff is all tricks and funnels and email segments, and it's not. At the end of the day, there are some things that you just have to do in order to generate revenue, and having a team is one of them. Don't forget tonight, I'm going to be talking about 5 different sources of startup capital. www.blackgirlprofits.com. When you download that, if nothing else, you need to go download that 20 grants for free. Go download it and see how much money you're leaving on the table. Thank you, Desiree, for sharing. You need it. Thank you, Marissa. I appreciate that. You got to have a team. There's nobody. Thank you, Tamika, for sharing. There's no multimillionaire that you can speak of that doesn't have multiple teams. Number 3, you need a marketing plan. If you're listening to me, throw an ear up. If you listen to me, good morning, Josette. If you listen to me, throw an ear in the chat. All of the technology in the world will not help you if you don't have a marketing strategy. Thank you, Purposeful Six. Thank you, Shay London. All of the technology, thank you, Kenyatta, in the world is no good. Thank you, Cherry Pie. Thank you, D. Morris and Desiree. If you don't have a strategy, I'll give you an example. You can have a car, but if you don't have a map, How you going to get where you going? Kenyatta, that's something I help my teams do. I help my clients build a team. A lot of you guys don't realize you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to get a team. But you don't know what you don't know. So since you won't invest in a coach, you don't know that you could have a team and a coach for the same amount of money. I'm going to repeat that. Since you won't invest in wise counsel, you don't know how to take the money you have and go build a team. So you stay on the outside with no team while other people who invest in a coach have a team. You got to do more than pray, sis. The word says faith without works. So once you get finished praying for a team, at what point are you going to realize, well, you know what? Maybe I go to www.blackgirlprofits.com and schedule a strategy session with coach so she can see, so I can see how she can help me build a team and build my business. And maybe I do have to pay her, but maybe that means I don't have to pay as much for my marketing. Maybe that means I get the right technology. Maybe that means, good morning, Miss J. Curves. Maybe that means I make more money. See, the part y'all are missing is if you get the right coach, you take the right actions, you make more money, you can afford more things in your business. But at some point, you got to invest in something. You've got to pay for something. Building a business is not free. It's not. So you can have all the technology in ClickFunnels, Lead Magnet, This Magnet Pro, WordPress, Wix, Constant Contact, ConvertKit, Get Response. You got all that technology and you don't have any strategy on how to make it work. And you don't have any teams to help you put it together. And so you're sitting over there with all this technology that you're paying good money for, and you don't know how to make it make money. You're spending thousands of dollars on websites that you don't know how to make money. At some point, if you don't invest in the right things, then you can't get a payout. But you got to have technology. So again, if you're not already registered, if you haven't already downloaded the 20 grants guide that's at www.blackgirlprofits.com, go ahead and download that guide so you can get an invitation to tonight's 8 p.m. webinar about how to generate startup capital. Good morning, Henrietta. We got to stop playing behind. I don't care who wins. It might be bad, but I don't care. People can get mad, but I don't care. At the end of the day, if I don't do what I need to do to run my cash up, if I don't do what I need to do to make some money, if I don't need to do what I need to do to keep my business profitable, it doesn't matter who wins. My family loses. Am I right or wrong? Joe Biden can win, but if I don't work my business, that doesn't help me. Trump can lose, but if I don't work my business, that doesn't help me. We got to quit getting so caught up in the hype that we don't realize just how much control we have over our finances, over our wealth, and our situation. We can't let everybody's problems be our problems. We can't. We cannot. If Joe Biden won tomorrow, could you call him and tell him your cable bill is due? If Trump won tomorrow, could you call him and let him know little Johnny needs some shoes for school? Could you get either one of them on the phone to help you with the strategy for your business? Absolutely, bold and recklessly. The answer to that is absolutely, positively not. So I'm not going to be sitting up here stressed about what I can't control when I need to be sitting up here trying to figure out what I can control. And that's the profitability of my business. It all boils down to you need money for strategy. You need money to build a team. You need money for marketing. And you need money for the right technology. And at the end of the day, you have what you need to generate the revenue. But if you don't know how today, listen to me close. If you don't know how to make the money today, if you didn't know how to make the money last month, if you didn't know how to make the money last year, what is going to get you a quantum leap in generating revenue overnight? The only answer to that is help. The only answer to that is help. So don't rest your future. Don't rest your future on what's going on in the world. Don't rest your future on what they're talking about on the news. If you didn't know how to build a team last year, you're not going to up and just learn how to build a team. Especially, what'd you say, beautiful 242, point blank period. Especially nowadays, get you a little piece of strategy. I can promise you, it's going to go you a long ways. Get you a little bit of help to turn that corner to 6 figures. Because you got to make 6 before you can make 7. Thank you, Henrietta, for sharing. And people can say what they want to say, but they do get over here and get the strategy they need to generate more revenue. Who you going to get to help you? How long are you going to sit there? How long are you going to struggle with this? End up back at a job. Now, more than any time in history, you need to be making your business work, because these jobs are not loyal. Now, more than any time in history, you need to be doing what you got to do to make your business profitable, to make your family secure, to make sure that even when everybody else is struggling, you're not. Can I tell you something real quick that I told my clients yesterday? I said, don't adopt everybody's mantra of how horrible the economy is. Good morning, Martin. Did y'all catch that? When people ask me, oh, girl, this economy, ain't nobody buying nothing, that's a lie. I'm gonna let y'all catch on. When they talking about the economy is bad and ain't nobody buying nothing, they are lying. People are still buying stuff. So bold and recklessly, it's 2 different economies. Bold and recklessly said, the economy does play a factor in moving forward, though, doesn't it? Not to me. Not to me. We got a whole world of people. Nobody is broke at the same time. Are y'all listening to me? Exactly, Ayi. Your creativity is your real job security. There's always a way. Desiree says she's still selling products. I'm making money. If you're not careful, you're going to listen to them on the news and give yourself an excuse for not making money. If you're not careful, you're going to look at the news and be like, oh, well, that's why I'm not doing too good this year, because the economy's bad. Hello? If you ain't shared the broadcast, share this broadcast because somebody needs to know. When in actuality, people is still buying. Thank you, being Powered 58. People are still buying. People are still making money. The question is, are you still selling? Do you know what to sell? Do you know how to sell? Do you know how to get people to say yes? It's not COVID. It's not the economy. Some of it is you. And until you're willing to get some help and open your horizons and understand that not only are people still buying, but they're buying at a record rate. They're still spending money. They just are. So the stock market ain't got nothing to do with the money I make. The election ain't got nothing to do with the money I make. The money I make comes down to, am I making money or am I making excuses? That's an ouch for somebody. Somebody just go on and say ouch. I hear you. Somebody just go on and say ouch. I asked you, are you making money or are you making excuses? Are you spending more times making up reasons why you not making money? That's another reason you need a coach. Somebody to hold you accountable for the stories you tell yourself. You over there watching the news and just convinced yourself money ain't moving. Money is still moving, y'all. Probably at a higher rate than it's been moving before. If it's not moving towards you, it's because of you. If it's not moving your way, it's your fault. What are you willing to do to get the money to move your way? Everything is a choice, guys. So don't forget, 8 o'clock tonight. Who's coming? Go ahead and say me if you're going to be there. 8 p.m. tonight, I'm going to be talking to you about, it's a free webinar about how to get startup capital in your business so you can stop running a broke business. It's not for your business to be broke. It's not for you to be running your business on a bootstrap. It's not. Go to www.blackgirlprofits.com. When you download that list of 20 grants for free, you'll get a custom invitation sent to you later for tonight's webinar. You're not supposed to be broke, honey. Business is not supposed to be this hard. You shouldn't have to choose between a job and your business. There's more than enough economy, revenue, profits out here for all of us to work from home forever. But will you do the work? Will you make the investment? Will you stop making excuses and start making money? So just real quick, I want to recap because I'm about to get out of here so the morning show can come on. I want to recap real quick all the technology, all of the marketing, all of the bells and whistles do you no good if you don't have the strategy to implement them and the team to help you out. And that's it. That's all. And if you don't know how to get those, join us tonight. Go schedule a consultation on my website, www.blackgirlprofits.com. Be that person that by any means necessary, you're going to get the answer to move you forward. Because again, I don't care who's in the White House. I know who's in the throne room. I don't care who's in the Oval Office. That has nothing to do with me. I can't never call that Oval Office and ask for no help. So since I can't call them and ask for no help, I got to help myself. And I suggest I suggest you do that same exact thing. All right, guys, the Build Your Online Business morning show is going to be up next. Make sure you log in and tune in. Don't forget 8 p.m. tonight's free webinar. Invite 5 of your girlfriends. It's going to blow your mind when you figure out how much tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars are out there to help you in your business. While you over there saying, I can't afford, you need to be saying, I don't know.